Howdy, Sudevil here, and welcome back to our Mortal Empire's legendary Dwarf campaign walkthrough. Relaxing campaign where we're painting the map Dwarven blue. We're going to take every settlement, see every new building, and experience every new mechanic in the Mortal Empire's campaign there is to experience for the Dawi. And we've got some fun themed armies. Every army is different in a meaningful way. And also, just for anyone who's new to the campaign, I take things incredibly slow. I go through every detail, every stat. I really do try to explain my thinking at every point before I do it. So I try and say it and then do it and come up with a plan for everything. So this episode is going to be, for those of you who love the details, this episode's for you. For those of you who want to see fights and a lot of campaign action, just go on to the next video, I guess, because I'm going to be going through. I have been neglecting this. I want to redo all of my heroes' kits, what weapons they have, what followers they have. I want to go and re-look at every single one of my settlements and make sure I have a plan in place for those settlements for the next 50 turns, and I'll look at my tech tree, and we're just going to basically walk through like that. So the first thing I'm going to do is, I believe I have so we have a lot of Chaos Corruption here in Frozen Landing and Bear Singling's camp. So we want to get Throthy just out of the army, and I also want to rework this army. We're going to I'm going to get my Dwarf Warriors I'm going to get this army back to where it originally was. Like, this is one of my quote-unquote optimized armies. It's a flexible army. It's my only army where it's really flexible, where I can change the number of Dwarf Warriors with great weapons and Dwarf Warriors, and also Quarrelers and Thunders. And I had changed this army to be more effective against Chaos, and we fought Chaos, and we were effective against it. So it's time now to rework this army. So I only need 2 Thunders, so we'll go like this.
Onward.
Like this.
Ready.
Okay, so those are 2 Thunders, and I only need 4 Dwarf Warriors. So we'll go group, and I think group,
for the wisdom of
and we'll
the
do you 2. Okay, so we have our 4 Dwarf Warriors with great weapons, and I want to have 4 more Quarrelers and the rest regular Dwarf Warriors for this army. So we will get our 4 Quarrelers. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can have 3 on each side, and we'll go with Dwarf Warriors for the rest of the army. And that's it. So I'll have 6 regular Dwarf Warriors, 4 with great weapons, and this is kind of my standard setup. It's good against a lot. It's not great against anything. But like I said, as I need to change things, I can change them. It's just a relatively inexpensive army. And when I'm done this, we'll be able to compare the cost of our armies. Alright. And I also have Morgus, Death Healer. And I'd like to say this army is... I've never made an army like this before. I just kind of was thinking about how to make the cheapest effective army I could possibly make. And has to be with the Rune Lord, because of this ability right here, Mountaineering, to bring down the upkeep cost for our Rangers. I still haven't gotten there with him, but he's still a very inexpensive army at 64-66. Our artillery is bolt throwers. They don't have the range, but they're not bad. And we put in miners. I've never really been able to work miners into a campaign to where I'm happy with them. But, I mean, they did okay. They have 32 melee attack, 36 melee defense, and they do have armor piercing. And I also put a Thane in this army. So I have my Rune Lord, which, I mean, he's going to be, like, for a cheap army, he's got really everything we need. He's got that rally. He can make the army quite a bit better with charge bonus, and he will get his aura size increased. Lord of Cranks, I don't think I'm going to do that. I mean, I have a single cannon, but I want Stand Your Ground. I'm not going to go down the blue line, even though there's lots of good things to get down there. I'm going to make sure I get his Anvil of Doom for that extra 10% magic resistance for the whole army. and I'm going to get all his runes, because they all buff up the army, or, Master Rune of Wrath and Rune is really good at reducing the effectiveness of, or damaging really expensive units. So, but he's not really good in combat. 45 melee attack, 48 melee defense, only 4,300 hit points. I mean, he gets more with the Anvil of Doom, but it is what it is. So I wanted to put a Thane in here to really handle that hand-to-hand combat and take a pressure for our Lord to fight with that Thane. And we fought a few episodes back. We wanted to finish Chaos in a single turn, so he had to go one-on-one with one of the Chaos armies. The pretty boy. I can't remember his name. But if you know Chaos, you know who I mean. And he did good. I mean, they did just fine. Performed quite well against that army. He got a little beat up, and everyone got a little bit beat up. But for the cost of this army, they did all right. Okay. So, Frozen Landing, first of all, we have this debuff, uninhabitable climate. So, public order -3, construction cost plus 50% for all the buildings, casualty replenishment rate -15% for local armies, growth -7, and this is -7 for each settlement. Okay, so if you go here, our growth, it says other, change per turn, -14. So it's -7 from this one, -7 from this one. Construction time plus 100% for all buildings. Recruitment duration plus 1 turn for all units, and that's local armies. And income from all buildings -50%. So I want to go, and we have a ton of Chaos Corruption. We're at 79%, but both Vampirics and Skaven Corruption are non-existent. Chaos Corruption will go down, but they have the local populace. We're always going to have that too. That Chaos Corruption from the locals. I do want to go through with Dwinbar and Throthy, the Once Murdered, and Morgus Death Dealer. And they're going to stay here for a few turns, heal up. And obviously, we're going to do some recruiting, so 2 turns. I want to change their kit, just to make sure that they have everything we need. So, I'm going to take away our banners. And this is how I'm going to go through this as I do it. I'm going to take away all their banners I know I don't need. And we need a Teller of Tales. Where is that? Grudge Keeper. Okay, Slayer Word, Stonemason. So a Teller of Tales, and what's the other one? Choirmaster? Okay, it looks like I don't have one. Does Svenner have a Choirmaster? No. Okay. What do you... Oh, I know what you're doing. Beernoth. Okay, Black Craig. You don't need a Choirmaster. You actually need a Daughter of Volaya. I'll go... I just know where he is, so we'll just get that to him. Okay. Karak, Cooper, Brewmaster, Student. He doesn't need a Choirmaster there. Joe Smith, Brewmaster. And he could use a Dwarf Bride and a Daughter of Volaya as well, if we have one. No. Okay. Because he's boosting our income in Karaza Karak, or the Silver Road. So Cazador Dragon Slayer. He doesn't precisely need a Tattooist right now. He doesn't precisely need a Dwarf Bride right now. He's down getting ready to siege. Deldrick Deepro. Alright, you don't need a Choirmaster or a Tattooist. Powder Maker, you've already recruited, so we don't need that anymore. Sapper and a Stonemason, we don't need the Stonemason either. Because he's in the army that has the Dragon Helm and the Dragonbane Gem. And he's going to be in the... They're all fire-based units there. Griswold Dragon Slayer. Doesn't need a Tattooist. It doesn't need a Teller of Tales right now. He's also in that army. Dimzad. I think he's just wandering the world. Yep. I would like the he doesn't need a Dwarf Bride. He doesn't need the Jewelsmith or the Brewmaster. But I would like him to have a tattooist, a choir master, and a teller of tales, because he's wandering the world and just doing some business for us, so he can reduce the untainted wherever he goes. Thorgrim doesn't need a choir master, or a tattooist, or a teller of tales. And we'll get back to everyone who we're taking these things away from. Okay, so Grombrindle, don't need the teller of tales or the tattooist. Runebearer for speed, archivist, research rate, banner of swiftness for one of our gyrocopters, and a guildmaster, which is good. Ungrim, master runes of Grungni, he needs a, yeah, that's actually him. Slayer ward to reduce the cost of slayers, an archivist for research rate, and master runes of Grungni for missile resistance for everybody. And he has his Slayer Crown, Axe of Dargo, and Dragon Cloak of Friskar, and his enchanted item, so he causes fear and terror, is a terrifying mask of E. I really like him. Thorek Barbadrak, he does not need a tattooist, or a choir master, or a teller of tales. And he is in, Bel Aliad. He's with Ungrim. He's got Treasure Hunter for post-battle loot, and a Troll Slayer, so bonus versus large, which is definitely makes sense in Ungrim Iron Fist's army. Snorri Oathkeeper. He does not need the Choir Master or the Tattooist right now. We'll go back and take a look at him. Kazadni Gundrickson, same. He's in Ungrim's army as well. So we'll take the Teller Tales, Treasure Hunter, and Prospector. Income from sacking settlements, post-battle loot, and Sapper. Okay, Kuhn Hearn. Runebearer for speed, Guildmaster for income, and then all his runes. So he can't do much more than that. Income from trade, faction-wide. Okay, Alric. Eldor. I'll just take that away from you for now, Alric. Belagar, Talisman of Preservation, Terrifying Mask of E. Excellent. He does not need a Choir Master or a Teller of Tales right now. Like I said, I will be... Actually, I want to take these off of him as well. The Lichbone Pendant. We'll come back to him. We want the Runebearer Archivist, but we'll figure out what we're going to do there. See, we need that Runebearer for movement speed and the Archivist for research rate. He's got a battle coming right up, but so I'll miss out on some of those things. But I'd prefer to go through this and get everyone where I want them. And Durgan is in his army. He has a Choir Master. Cooper doesn't need that. Brewmaster doesn't need a Dwarf Bride. He has a student. Stonemason doesn't need that. And we'll come back to him. And Bergar is boy. Sapper, Choir Master doesn't need. Stonemason doesn't need. Teller of Tales. And Jewelsmith. Okay, we've got Mundry Drenger. Who is he with? Lamia. Okay, so... Right. So he doesn't need that Stonemason. And he doesn't need the Daughter of Valaya. Okay, Thrund Holdfast, our Lord. Down south. He doesn't need Dwarf Bride right now. Daughter of Valaya, Goldsmith, or a Stonemason, or a Choir Master, or a Tattooist. I'll go do his kit too. Actually, I'd like to give him a healing potion, but we'll go take a look at him later. Thori is with him. He has a student and a Stonemason. We'll get rid of that. Skalder, Hammerfist. Okay. Tattooist, Dwarf Bride, Stonemason. So we're clearing him out. Karazhan of Zorn. He has a Tattooist, Dwarf Bride, Stonemason, and he can keep that Treasure Hunter because he's questing. Rangni Gunbad. Okay, so he's just sitting in Gunbad right now, so he doesn't need the Choir Master, Tattooist, or the Teller of Tales. He can have the Daughter of Valaya, Archivist, so he's in Mount Gunbad, so he needs a Goldsmith. Where's the Goldsmith? He needs a Dwarf Bride, Daughter of Valaya. He also needs a Goldsmith. If we have one. There it is. Good. because he's in Mount Gunbad right now, so he'll just boost their income a little bit more. He's also in Gunbad. He's got a goldsmith and a miner, with our only miner, Dwarf Bride student. So he's really boosting their income because he has a stonemason, which is plus 8% for gold mines, a dwarf bride, which is 9% for all buildings, a daughter of Elia, 7%, a miner, which is 15% for gold mine, and a goldsmith, which is another 8%. So those are the 3 you can get for gold mines, as far as I know. I don't think there's any more. Morgus Death Dealer. We're back to him. He doesn't need a stonemason. Doesn't need a Lichtbone pendant right now, or a Master Rune of Groth Onebeard. He needs a Tattooist, a Choir Master. Where is, and a Teller of Tales. There's a Choir Master and a Teller of Tales. Because we're just going to try and really focus down the corruption there quickly while we're sitting there kind of doing nothing. Okay. Teller of Tales. T, there it is. Okay. So we got him, Morgus, Twinbar. Do I got those 3 things with you? Tattooist, Teller of Tales, and I need a Choir Master. Okay, Rune of Courage, Choir Master, where Brewmaster, Choir Master, okay. Good, and I'll get Throthy the Once Murdered with those same 3 things. Brewmaster, don't need. Cooper, don't need. Jewelsmith, don't need. Daughter of Elia, don't need. I do need a Choir Master, a Tattooist, and a Teller of Tales. There we go. So that's now set these 3 guys up with their followers for now. Now Dwinbar, I could, I like the Sword of Anti-Heroes, Talisman of Endurance. He does have a Potion of Strength. He has this regeneration. So the Talisman of Endurance is going to be even better. So I'm going to get the Preservation on him maybe. Or maybe I save the Runes of Preservation for my lords that don't have that. Yeah, I think that's probably better. Okay, let's go to Morgus.
My anger burns bright.
And I'm going to get the Talisman of Preservation on him. So, Sword of Anti-Heroes. I'd like to get something defensive for him. If I could find something defensive for him. Shrieking Blade. Yeah, enables magical attacks like Warrior Bane, minus 6% weapon damage. Yes, I like that. That is defensive. Glittering Scales, minus 5 melee attack. Okay, got that Talisman. And he has a Potion of Toughness. I want to give him a full healing potion. Potion of Healing, who has that right now? Kun Hearn, and he needs his. And Thordak Barbadrak. And Thick. Good. Okay, so is Thick right here? Yeah, so Thick has a potion of healing. I want to save my healing potions for my lords, so I think I'm just going to pass something different to him. Potion of Strength. Yeah, I like that on him. Okay, Shrieking Blade, Fear and Terror, Ward Save, Talisman of Protection, Ward Save, a cheap one. So is there anything else we want to change here? No. Okay, so that's Glittering Scales, minus 5 melee attack, plus 3 armor, plus 3 melee defense, because I want to make him a little tankier, right? And he does apply poison when he's fighting, so that reduces armor piercing missile damage by 20%, speed by 24, weapon damage by 20%, armor piercing damage by 20%, missile damage by 20%. So for 10 seconds. So he's really all about not getting killed. Yeah. Oh, he defeated Sigvald too, so he has income from all buildings plus 10% and post-battle chance of stealing a magic item plus 5%, and he's cunning, so enables poison and ambush success chance plus 10%. So we'll go to Thick, Fear and Terror. I want to make him a little more aggressive. I like the Gambler's Armor. At the same time, I also like the Armor Fortune. I want to make him do a little more damage if I can. Not much there, hey? Melee defense, Charm Shield, Missile Resistance. Armor. Yeah, armor ward save. Gambler's armor is pretty good. Okay, we'll get a little bit more for him. Potion of strength, shrieking blade, ward save. Is there a 15% ward save? There is. Is there a 20% physical resistance? No, there's 15% physical resistance. So I might give that to him and save my ward saves for my lords. If I decide I want to give him a ward save, we'll do that. Like obviously that armor of fortune, we might pass that around, but yeah, so he's just kind of, he's got to be the one that does damage, so the shrieking blade is magical attacks, which is good. Okay. Wait, did I have Dwinbar where I wanted him? And this is going to take a while, guys, if anyone's... okay, Sword of Anti-Heroes. Okay, do I want a Shrieking Blade with him? Trickster's Helm, I like that. Maybe I want a Shrieking Blade if I can get one. Okay, so a Shrieking Blade causes fear and terror. I mean, it's just so good. And Talisman of Endurance. To be able to do that, ward save, ward save. Do I have a 20%? No. And I want to give him that. He has no healing. So, and he doesn't need it either. I just want to check if there's anything else I really like. Potion of Strength is fine. Okay. First things first, I just wanted to get these guys sorted out. And so we should be, yeah, we have 6 so our Untainted is plus 16 from our characters, and it'll be more next turn, plus 4 for buildings, and plus 5 for techs. I had them on Venerate the Ancestors. I'm going to take this opportunity to put in some growth. So we really need to grow this area, and I'm not going to tax it. The taxes are very low. I just want to, well, the income is 0 right now, but so I just want to boost our public order as high as I can, as fast as I can, so that I can leave. And I want to grow this as quick as I can too, because these ports give us growth, and I'll put in the growth buildings next. And then Frozen Landing also has a port. We'll put in the growth buildings until we get them all up to rank 3 and on the way to rank 4. And I might want to do that Iron Mine. As rank 5 is actually quite good, so we'll take a look once we get up there, but I want to really grow this fast. Right now their growth is only plus 1, so it's going to take me 124 turns to get a population surplus, and I need a population surplus of 1 to get to the next level. It'll go much faster once they get the growth items in there, and I get these 2 things built. Because rank 1 built, when they're built, I also get the dwarf ports next turn I can start. So, that's Bear Singling's camp. Now, something that, we want to go to our techs right now. So we'll go to our techs. I've been thinking, I kind of added this up, and we probably got, what did I think? Yeah, 100 turns left before we get these finished. So turn 277 to get everything done. Like if we just do a rough estimate, I didn't count these up, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 21 and 8 is 29, so 30 techs, and if we assume they're all 3 turns, that's going to be about 90 turns. I know they're a little bit more than that because these are 4, 5, and 6, or 4, 5, and 5, or whatever, so we're looking at, say, about 100 turns. And that's going to take us to 277. I would like to focus our techs down and try to push to get those done by less than turn 250. We're already at 300% research rate. And then after that, I mean, I've got them all done. I'm going to get the full benefit of them all the time, which is obviously really good. So in the interim, I've got the 2 things I can do to increase my research rate are to build, we go here, okay, so Karazakarak, it's to build engineers workshops, because the first level I get 4% research rate boost, second level I get 8% research rate boost, plus I get an extra engineer, and they allow me to steal technology. I mean, where's my engineer down here? So that's always an option I have, because I go into him, I can increase mobility, but steal technology, that's allows an extra 10% research rate, and he does 20 by as a standard, so every time I try and steal technology and succeed, I get 30% boost on my research rate for 3 turns. So I'll just try that right now. I have a 44% chance, a 5% chance of being wounded. So I failed, but it is what it is. So I need to increase the number of guild workshops, or so the engineers guilds I have at rank 5 to get more engineers to steal more technology, to try and get that done in less than 100 turns. The problem is I need to be at rank 5 to get the extra engineer. And I have a lot of buildings that are pretty good, but they're not at rank 5. So Drakenhof is going to be up to 4, and it's going to be a long time before I get to 5. So I want to go through, aside from changing all my banners and everything, I want to go through and rethink my settlements to boost them towards rank 5 as quickly as I can, so that I can get that research rate. I don't have to worry so much about corruption anymore. Corruption is, like you see, our untainted is going up towards 100% because we have no chaos and we have no vampires and we have no Skaven. So it's all about going through each and every settlement and then rethinking it in terms of what do we build and how do we build it. So Karak Ungor has a gold mine. I want to speed that up anyways. I want to go to Kazid Urkulaz, and now I want to get rid of this sparring chamber. Okay, so we get rid of that sparring chamber. Also, if we look, Karak Ungor, you just can't walk by there. And the other place, Karak Kadrin, you can walk by there, but it's going to take some time. I don't think I need those walls, so I'm going to demolish the walls. In their place, I'm going to put a growth buildings and probably income buildings, and we'll get that done. I could probably do growth and growth, actually, if I get rid of this and put it in Kazid Urkulaz. So when I look at what I have, I'm +6 public order, and I'm at Venerate the Ancestors. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change to growth. I know my public order is going to start going down, but I've got also -3 from corruption. It is what it is. But I'll get rid of this. I'll put 1 growth building and 1 refectory over here, and I'll keep it on growth, and we're going to rush to rank 5. First of all, rank 4 is awesome because we get that goldsmith's hall, but next level we'll start the engineer's workshop because we open up 2 slots, and I'll probably put in the trading depot as well to help boost the income from the gold mine. So that's the plan for getting rid of these 3 buildings here and switching to empower the guilds, which is going to help with our growth. Now Karak Kadrin, I also really want to grow here because I want this special building. I mean, this is the Great Slayer Shrine of Karak Kadrin. So unit experience +2 for Slayers, Untainted +6. I mean, Untainted in adjacent provinces +3. Unit experience +2 for infantry, upkeep -5% for Slayers and all forces, and recruitment cost -35% here. It does provide a garrison, but I do want to increase the growth rate here. I do have growth buildings over here, but Nashrak's Lair, again, it's in my backline. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to get rid of the walls in Nashrak's Lair, and I'm going to make room for a growth building. I already have a growth building in Karak Kadrin, and I'm going to switch to growth, empower the guilds. So that's the plan, to rush them up to 5, and I really do want that building on top of the engineer's workshop. So we're going to try and move that up as quick as we can. So we now have here Drakenhof, I think that's Waldenhof and Eschen. So this is more on my front lines. I do want to grow both of them. I also want to maximize the gold mine. I mean, there's all kinds of things I want to do here. The thing I don't need is I no longer need this ranger barracks. I mean, it's nice to have to slow down troops and to give myself campaign line of sight, but generally I'm pretty safe because the Empire is right there and I got walls and everything else like that. So it's time to remove that. And what we can put in its place is we can put the trinket maker, and then when we get to the next level we can put the engineer's workshop. Again, that's going to increase our speed. Now Waldenhof, can't take the walls out, need them. Eschen. Okay, now these things both help boost my gold mine. I do want to keep the speed going up in here, but I have growth buildings in 2 places. But this trading depot in both of these and in this is very valuable because all of them boost the amount of gold I'm going to get out. So I'm going to leave them in there. So I'm not going to quite get Drakenhof all the way up to full speed, but I am going to go growth. And we have techs, like our buildings and commandments are +6 and our technologies are +5. The local populace is -3 or 3 tainted, and we're +5 untainted. So it'll slowly go down and it will manage our public order. We're at +3. It'll be +1. We need to manage this, and if it gets to 90, then we can put venerate the ancestors back on. So we're just going to switch over to growth for there. So Oberstyre, we're rank 4 again. So we'll go in. Castle Tempelhof is a woodsman's hut. I don't need this ranger barracks right now. So I'm going to get rid of that. Oh no, I want it. Okay. Okay, Tempelhof, I do want to keep the ranger barracks because this is where I want to recruit my rangers because it's the only place I have a level 4 carpenter's guild hall for timber. And that gives me +3 unit experience for all of my rangers. So I will keep that. So there's nothing I can really get rid of here. What have we got? We're at 3 surplus points. So just take a look at Oberstyre. Can't get rid of the walls. Schwarzhofen. Need the public order. What's our public order like? We're at 0. And since we're gonna go to growth, we're gonna be at -2. So what I'm gonna do is Oberstyre, I can get rid of the trading depot. Because I don't have a lot of high value buildings here, and I'll just keep the trinket maker going. And since Tempelhof, yeah, I'm gonna have to make some sacrifices to get this place growing. I guess we sacrifice the trinket maker in Schwarzhofen, and we get the growth both in Oberstyre and Schwarzhofen up to rank 3. Because we're going to rush to rank 5. That's also going to help us rush down our techs. We're gonna, we got to make some choices. We got a goal, so that's the only way to achieve it is to kind of focus down certain things. So now we go to Carag Dromar. Okay, Zufbar is actually quite good. We've got good public order, good income. We're taxing it. It's 23 turns till a surplus. I'm going to go, of course, back to growth. And can we increase our growth? We have good growth from this Bugman's Brewery, Carag Dromar. I think. I thought it gave us growth. It doesn't. So I really want to muster. So in Zufbar, I specifically built this up so I could recruit here if I needed to. Just for when chaos was coming. I no longer need that. So we're going to get rid of that and put in a growth building. And I'm going to get rid of the trading depot and start my engineer's workshop. I think that's 4%. That'll get things going. Yeah. we're going to do that. So again, we're going to reduce our income pretty significantly. But the point being is we're going to benefit more later on. So I'm going to get rid of this. Well, let's see. Do I need my walls here? I think this is back far enough so that Carreg Dromar and Oakenhammer don't need walls. So I'm going to get rid of the walls. And in place of the walls in these two places, we're going to put growth buildings. Could put our barley fields. Now Grand Peak, they're already on growth. These guys turn into growth? Yeah, so Grand Peak is already on growth. Mount Gunbad. How many turns? 15 turns until a surplus. Actually, I don't really need to do anything here. 15 turns is not bad. I mean, if I wanted, I could actually take down the walls in Gunbad. Because it's way back here. And it will still have walls, and I can still defend it, but there's no one going to be back here for ages. When we get to rank 5, maybe we put them back. So I'm going to take the walls back. And I do want actually this trading depot too. Yeah, this is going to work. So I'll take the walls out, and I'll just build these barley fields up. I know I'm going to be tearing them right down, but I want that rank 5. I want the 2 extra building slots. We can really boost our income with the trading depots. And Grand Peak. I suppose if I don't have walls in Oakenhammer, I don't need walls in Grand Peak, do I? I mean, this could mean I have to recruit lords and regiments of renown and this kind of thing to defend if someone decides to go here, and it might cause us a few pains later on. But we're good for public order. We'll get rid of those walls, and we're going to go towards economics. So I've got the growth here. All I'm going to do is trade the walls for trinket makers where I can. And Gunbad, I'm trading the walls for a growth building. And then when I get to rank 5, I get rid of the growth building. I put in the trading depot. And, you know, I may leave the walls down. It's right at the edge. We'll see. Because I can always end one of these in a turn and put up walls in 3 if I decide it's absolutely required. If I get a rogue army or someone, or a beastman army or something. But I still have walls there. And I have that extra garrison from the Bitterstone mine of 2 Ironbreakers. So I think we should be in good shape. So Karak we don't have to worry about because it is already rank 5. I already got both my income buildings in both the Pillars of Grungni and Mount Squighorn. There's nothing I need to do here. Schwarzhofen. Oh, that's Tempelhof. We're already doing our work there. The Moot and Wertbad. We switching? Yeah. So the Moot. They're... Oh, Wertbad is at plus 12 public order. That's really quite good. So the Moot. And the Wertbad. So I think I can go to the Moot and I can get rid of this training depot. And we'll put in the growth buildings. Go to Wertbad. I think I can get rid of this refectory and go with growth. Yeah, that seems like a good idea. And we've got taxes. I'm just going to go with growth. Whoops. Taxes, growth. And we'll get Stirland as fast as we can. We'll get it to rank 5. And once we have rank 5, we have those 2 extra slots, so we can go with taxes. And if we get anywhere close, minus 100, we can always use Venerate the Ancestors. The thing is, all this corruption is going down to 0. So we really don't have to focus on Venerate the Ancestors right now. So we'll go to Averheim. We really need to focus down here. So Schwarzhofen and Fort Obersteyr, I think I want walls there. They're on my front line. Grenstadt and Averheim, I definitely want walls in. Okay. I want the trading goods. And Grenstadt, yeah, so I'm going to have to get rid of the trinket maker. I mean, it's 400 per turn. It's, like I said, some of these are going to be a little costly. in the short term, but in the long term it's going to save us. I don't need this Ranger Barracks. I just like it. And we'll replace the Ranger Barracks with the Barley Field. Okay, and we've got +8 public order. I'll keep it on that for now. And I'm going to change to growth. So we're going to try and get Averland going. Now Karakern is all rank 5 already. I have good public order. I have all my barracks. I mean, I could potentially change this. It's giving me +5 public order. What's our public order? Yeah, we only have -2 from corruption. So we're now at +5. We eventually will have another, we'll eventually have +7, and this gives us +8. So we get rid of this, it gives us -2. But the reason I'm thinking of it is Migdal von Glabrak, is we can put a trinket maker in there and make an awful lot of gold in the meantime. Right? And do I need, yeah, I do not need to recruit rangers in here. I got my Slayers. Crack Angazar is right where it needs to be. So Migdal von Glabrak. I am going to get rid of this. And I'll put a trinket maker in there. And now Karak Angazar. I'm not going to take the walls out of there. I could, but this is my recruiting barracks for my low level units. I'm just going to make sure that this province stays really defended, because that's one of my main recruiting centers. So we'll go to Akendorf. So yeah, and we'll keep them on taxes because they're at rank 5. Don't need to change anything there. Akendorf, I'm going to put them on growth, of course. And what are we? We're +3 public order. I'm going to take down this Ranger Barracks, so we don't need it, and we're going to replace that with growth. And Matorka is right here. That's close enough to centralized that I'm going to take down the walls. Anyone coming up here? Not really. Take down the walls in Matorka, and then we will put in the growth building, and when we're rank 5 we'll just take the growth building out and we'll put probably a trinket maker in there, and we'll just keep the salt mines and the docks, obviously. So again, this is kind of has consequences. I'm going to have some settlements that are a little bit vulnerable, but it is what it is. Okay, Karak Izor, I don't need the Ranger Barracks, so I do want, I have 42 turns until a surplus point. Zarek Zil, I'm going to take away the trading depot there. And again, I'm going to rush to get that completed, to get to rank 5. And rank 5, you know, we'll have everything we need. So yeah, take those two out and put growth buildings in their place. I do not have a provincial commandment here because Talea has Karak Buftar, and I can't trade with the Wood Elves because Talea has Karak Buftar. Bothers me. Lost Myrmidons too. Zvorak, not much I can do there, to be honest. I have no provincial commandment left. I can't grow. I need public order and I need walls. It's on my front line. What did I do? Doc Karas and Barak Vars. Barak Vars is rank 5. So Doc Karaz and Varenka Hills. So Akendorf has walls. So I think I can go without walls in Varenka Hills. So what that's going to allow me to do is I take down the walls, I can put in the trinket maker. Barak Dawesbag is what I need. I got walls, I got trinket maker, I got trading depot. So there's no need to take the walls down in Barak Dawesbag. Dot Karas though, if I take down the walls I can put in a trinket maker. So that's what I'm going to do. Go to Docras, put down those walls, and Varanka Hills, and again we'll get rid of the walls, and we'll put in trinket makers in their place. Barak Var. Okay. Yeah, I'm not doing anything with Barak Var. Why do I have it Masters and Steelstone? I don't know. I'm going to go to taxes. But I'm plus 12 for public order, and I'm at 8% corruption. So I am getting plus 12 public order from that feast hall. So I'm going to get rid of it, because I'm not recruiting rangers here. So get rid of the feast hall, and I'm going to put in its place a trinket maker. And that's going to be pretty optimal, I think. Yeah, walls and Barak Var. Everything else is good. So, okay. We got lots of gold, so next turn... I mean, I could switch to Masters and Stone to Steel everywhere, but I want to get these to where I want them to be. Carrack drawn. So Black Crag is rank 5. Now Iron Rock. Carrack drawn. So Carrack drawn does not need walls. Okay. Yeah, I've got no big invasion coming through here, so... I mean, and if I did, I can recruit like awesome units everywhere really fast. So I might end up losing a few settlements and having to do a bit of rebuilding. But this is a backup recruitment center. And Carrack Drawn is kind of in the back here. So I'll take the walls out of Carrack Drawn, and we'll put a trinket maker in there. What Iron Rock. I really do like the walls in Iron Rock because they're... But see, it's like... It's not anywhere near my front line. So, I like them, but I don't need them. I can defend this with armies. Black Crag. Yeah, I've got everything I need. I could take down the walls, but what would I put up in its place? I mean, I've got everything. So, we'll leave the walls in Black Crag. Alright, and so Dock Cross is done. Was Black Crag is on taxes. So Ekrond. We're on rank 4, 18 points till rank 5. Yeah, so I have 18 turns. I'm going to... I don't have any 4,000 income in this place. This is getting pretty close to my front lines. I don't want to remove my walls. I do want to maintain public order. Still got a good amount of corruption. I think I just go and take out my soft income generators. We will rebuild those, and we'll put growth buildings in all of them. And we're just going to get that up to rank 5 and then change them all back. It's a bit of spending, but again, we're wanting to rush down these techs. Now, also, we're 100 public order here. So I want to get rid of this. I know it's going to hurt our public order, but what it's going to allow me to do is put in an engineer's workshop in preparation for that level 5 guild hall. And if we have to, we'll manage our public order with Venerate the Ancestors. And I would need to change to growth, because we got plus 100. We got a lot of turns until we have a rebellion. And we only have 18 turns to get through this, so let's get through it fast. That's the whole idea. Vladislav Karakate Peaks is in good shape. Now, Drain Karaz... That's right in the middle. I do not need walls in Drinkaraz, so we'll get rid of those walls. So I'll go to Drinkaraz, I'm going to put in a trading depot. Cricket Fang Fort. I don't need to change anything. And Valias Suro. I got plus 5. I don't need walls in Valias Suro, so we'll get rid of those walls. Cricket Fang Fort can stay the way it is. And we're already at rank 5 and crack 8 peaks for our master engineer. I probably don't need walls and crack 8 peaks, to be honest. But it's not going to help me get any extra units or anything, so I'll just leave the walls there as they are. I mean, ultimately you defend your capitals. I mean, that's good. So Crack Azul is rank 5. Spike Peak is right where I want it. I got walls and the 2 income buildings. Black Iron Mine. Alright, I took the walls down already here, so I've got all my income going there. And I've got it on taxes, so that's precisely how I want that. Mind you, Crack Azul. Oh, I can get an Engineer's Guild right now. And Crack Azul, do I really need walls there? My public order is excellent. That's plus 12. Like, it has walls, but do I need the upgraded walls? I don't think so. So what I'm going to do is get rid of those upgraded walls, and I will start my Engineer's Guild Hall right away with that. And I'm going to switch to Masters of Steel and Stone for a turn there. And Crack 8 Peaks. Oh, it already has it. I thought there was another one. Like, if I'm going to start an Engineer's Guild Hall, I want to switch to Masters of Steel and Stone because it's expensive. Engineer's Guild Hall. Iron Rock. Was it here? Yes. So I want to switch to Masters of Steel and Stone there. Actually, I don't. I'll leave it on growth. Because they got to grow to 5. Crack Azul does not have to grow to 5. So I'm just going to save that gold. 4,000. Let's just going to see if that 10% taxes. And what's the building cost? 6,700. 10% on... Yeah, so that's going to save us to go to a 10% reduction in construction cost for a turn. For sure. Alright. Crack is Gull. Death Gorge. Okay, so we need to grow here. Death Gorge, I can't change. That's the battle I gotta fight. Kratomen, I'm minus... Oh, on public order, I'm good. I am on growth. I do have a growth building here. Misty Mountain. So, I'm gonna get rid of that. I'm gonna put in a growth building right now. Okay. For Misty Mountain, Kratomen. Public order's pretty good. I mean, it's minus 11 right now, but just I had a lot of corruption. The corruption is my untainted. The vampiric corruption is going up. Okay, from osmosis. So I guess we leave it on growth. I guess we leave that in Kratomen. And we leave the growth here in Caracas Gull. And when Death Gorge is, we lift the siege, we'll get rid of the Mustanger Hall and we'll put a growth building in there. 2 more turns till our walls are up in Misty Mountains. So that's good. Galbraz. You know what? I'm gonna fix these. To get them done. And hopefully I get walls back there fairly quickly, just to help manage the public order. Okay, oh yeah, I'm chasing you down. Okay, now Al Hike. We're building an Al Hike. Martek. Okay, now Martek, I want growth. So we're gonna go to Aya Panther. We're gonna get rid of that. Get rid of that. I need walls here everywhere. I do not need this. I like it, but I don't need it. And we're going to put in the growth buildings. Oh, wait a minute. I only have 4 turns till a population surplus. And I have 5. Okay, so I'll leave those. Good thing I took a look. I'll put it back on growth. And that'll speed that up a little bit. So I don't need to do that. Almost at rank 5 here. Vulture Mountain. Yeah, I won't start that. I don't want to tear anything down. I have good public order, to be perfectly honest. I'm getting plus 12 from this, and venerate the ancestors. Yep, we'll just leave that how it is, and in probably 3 turns when we get the Empower the Guilds on, we'll be able to start this, and very shortly after that we will start. Oh, you know what? Before I forget, I want to go take El Calabad. So I'm going to recruit a lord. Sure. Well, let's get someone who has a little move speed. Alden Burlickson. Okay.
What? Master of runecraft.
So I'm just going to go claim El Calabad because it is ruins right now. So while I'm thinking of it, you know, it's tough when you're... Sometimes you see something when you go through and you're not thinking of it. So these are all rank 5. I don't need to do anything here. I want to get that building. Now, I might lose that because they can attack in 1 turn. And there is an army here we saw. So maybe that's a bad investment. But if I don't ever rebuild it, it'll never get rebuilt. I mean, it may be costly, but I am happy with this. I do not need the Slayers here. Why did I do that? Why did I let them stay here? I mean, I guess we have vampiric corruption, and it's going up, I suppose. That's giving us untainted plus 8. Public order that. So Lost Plateau. Oh, and I got a gold mine here. Shoosh. That's tough. So I'm just wanting to try and get an Engineer's Guild Hall here. So I guess I take down the Trinket Maker here. So I gotta leave this for the public order. But I could actually... I mean, this is hard income, which is 600 per turn, 400 per turn. This is 5% from the gold mine, which is 1800. It's not even 180. Let me think about this. I want to get the Engineers Guild Hall started here. And I also... Why am I on growth? Also change to Masters of Steel and Stone. So what building do I get rid of? I think I get rid of this. And I put it in here. So we'll get rid of the Toolmaker's Workshop. And I'm going to put in the Feast Hall here. And I'll put the Engineer's Workshop here. And we're switched over. Yeah, we'll start that next turn. And I would like to actually do a Thane here, but I don't need to. Okay, so that's the plan for there. And I think that's all of our buildings. Am I missing anything out of build? Devil's Backbone. So we want to get the growth going here. Public order. And probably the Engineer's Workshop. So we'll get that moving. Right? And we got the walls, Engineer's Workshop. Growth and public order. Our public order is plus 14 right now, but that'll change. And I want to go take this fight with Beauregard right away, or Belagar Ironhammer. But okay, so we need anything else weird. This is at 0 gold. Okay, anything else we're not taxing goes to Verity. El Hike, yeah, that's fine. In the Great Desert of Araby, we certainly do not need to tax that, which is good. Okay. So, I'm not quite finished, but I've got to run. So, we'll end the episode here, and when we come back, we'll probably start by finishing off our heroes in terms of all the gear they want. And then I'm going to fight this battle here against the Lizardmen, and I'll probably fight this battle here against Krokgar. Not probably, I will. So we're going to end the episode here. A hopefully detailed revamping of our... Oh, and we're going to look at our techs. I haven't picked a tech yet, but we'll go over that. So we'll probably just go over heroes and techs, and then I won't do a battle in the next one, and then the episode after we'll do a battle, just so that, you know, for those who love the details, they'll see the details, and for those who don't, they can skip 2 episodes. So I will see you next time on our Mortal Empires Legendary Dwarf campaign walkthrough. Have a good one.